Hi, I'm Bowling Otter.
And I'm Lissy Sandwich.
Welcome to the BS.
The Bowling Otter Show.
We got something to talk about today.
You know, we've been debating making a video about this topic for
a while.
Maybe over a month, I would say.
Yeah.
It's been like creeping up in our, when we have conversations about the channel outside. And this topic keeps coming up. So we kind of just want to talk all of this out.
Yeah.
And maybe it'll help us reach
Yeah,
some
might be good to just talk it out.
Talk about. Yeah, and we want you guys to be involved in the conversation too, because this involves all of us. It sounds like we're getting a divorce or something. We're not getting a divorce.
No,
everything is fine.
This isn't
we're
anything
fine.
catastrophic.
No,
here.
no,
And
it's
it's nothing
not.
in our personal lives at all. This has to do directly with YouTube.
Yeah, but and it's a problem that it has a very complicated solution, and I don't think anybody could even
if we even know it's a solution yet.
Yeah, a lot of YouTube creators are hurting pretty hard right now because of the restrictions. The
apocalypse.
ads. We were okay for a while. Like, we kind of figured out how to navigate it for a little bit. But damn it if we don't keep getting those notices.
Well, it just kind of happened. For a while,
Yeah.
we were skirting by, and it seemed
Skirting by, yeah.
It was kind of like, oh, it's not really affecting us. Everyone's talking about how it's terrible that this happened to this guy, but not really seeing much of a
Everybody's talking
problem
about it
here.
on Twitter.
Yeah,
We're seeing people
and we
post on
weren't really
Twitter.
getting any effectiveness. So like, maybe it's just like our content doesn't really hit the flags or whatever. So
Yeah,
maybe
we're
we're
like-
okay because So I'm like, I don't know. I started not really worried about it that much, and then we started to get hit, and we started to get hit all at once. So there must be like some sort of like sweep going through channels and
Maybe.
doing them a channel at a time.
Maybe.
Because
Maybe,
or like
yeah.
groups of channels at a time.
I could see
something
that,
like that. Because it really seemed like a way to hit a lot of other people and then hit us.
Right.
Because all of a sudden I started getting these emails. I said this wasn't this wasn't fully ad friendly. This wasn't fully ad friendly. This wasn't full. None of them were totally demonetized.
Right.
But there were ads removed.
Right.
Like there's a certain class of ads. They said it wasn't appropriate for everybody to watch.
Right.
If there's not a precedent already set from a previous kind of video or previous video that says that this type of material is ad friendly for everybody, they assume you're not ad friendly.
Right.
So if they
Yeah.
can't find
You're
anything at all,
guilty
they
until proven
assume
innocent.
that it's not,
Right.
and you have to appeal it.
Right.
One of the videos that we had flagged as not ad friendly was one of the stream announcements.
Yeah.
One of the videos where we like talk for like a minute, and we say, hey, we're gonna be streaming on Saturday. I hit my mic over there. But hey, we're gonna be like streaming on Saturday. Vote in the description, and we'll
Yeah.
see you then.
Bye.
They
Yeah.
said that wasn't fully ad friendly. There was something
Yeah.
offensive in there.
Yeah.
That
We're
maybe
like,
they had to
what's
limit
offensive?
ads.
Yeah, it's weird. Now, I do want to make clear as we're talking about this that what we do on YouTube and all of that is not all about the money. It really is, because I know people are gonna be like, "Oh, Bowling Otter, you should be doing this because you love it for free." First, it turned into like some kind of reliable income. We were like, "Cool, it's wow, we got some money from it this month, neat."
Yeah.
To dependable income.
Once you pay a bill with it,
Yes.
suddenly it's like,
Now you're depending
now
on
I'm
it.
depending on this habit so I can pay this bill.
Right.
And that's what started to happen.
And and I mean, when a video goes up, we get the majority of the views for that video's lifetime in the first couple days, as long as it's on our
first
front
couple
page.
days, for sure. That's kind of
so
like
week tops.
Yeah.
Like, say something gets flagged as soon as it goes up, which has happened.
yeah.
And we're not, gaining anything from it.
Per video, we're not talking about a lot of money here, but because of the fact that all our ad revenue comes in, obviously, as a collection of all our videos at once.
Yeah.
When all of them get flagged as not entirely ad friendly, and for just 2 days. Just
Yeah,
2
yeah,
days.
2 days,
And
yeah.
then we get it cleared with one of the repeals, because you can repeal, and every single repeal we put through has been accepted, and those videos have been cleaned. But
Right.
it took a few days for that to happen.
Yeah.
So by that point, across the board, that becomes a significant portion of what we actually bring home from ad revenue. The problem is that after 3-4 days, they say, "Oh yeah, this is actually okay.
You're fine."
And it's like,
Yeah.
well, now it's too late. I mean,
Yeah.
if it's already all gone.
You ruined it.
You ruined it.
So where do we go from here? We mentioned it in another stream, but we're going to be moving in a month, and we have a baby and all this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So we have to have, like anybody, any grown-up has to have their finances in order. We rely heavily on the stream donations and the Patreon from you guys. Even if you're just somebody who has the ads on and you watch the ads, like, oh my gosh, I wish I could hug all of
Yeah.
you for an uncomfortably long amount of time.
Unless you're like not allowed to see it because YouTube said it's not ad friendly.
Yeah, that's right, unless you can't see it. If that stream and Patreon that stuff wasn't in place, like we would be in legit trouble. And not only that,
We'd have to make some big changes.
Yeah, having a YouTube channel, especially a YouTube gaming channel, it's an expense. It's a monthly. I mean, we have to buy the games, you have to buy the equipment, the all
at the
that
end of
kind
the day,
stuff.
the dollar per hour is not very good.
No.
So I mean, that's like why it's like it's not all about the money, because if it was all about the money, we wouldn't be doing it.
That's true.
To be honest, we
That's
just
true.
wouldn't make enough to offset it.
Yeah.
But it has, at least we have gotten to the point where, because of you guys, we have made enough to where we do count
to
on it now.
sustain it.
So now that ad revenue has changed, like Lissy said, we rely heavily on the Patreon and on the stream donations. We rely pretty much primarily on them now.
Yeah.
So it's
we
kind
can't
of like
depend on the videos anymore.
we want to talk to you guys about what to do next, because the way things are, it doesn't look like one of these issues that's actually just going to go away and get fixed, like some of the other YouTube stuff. Like we just sit around and be like, well, it'll figure itself out. It doesn't look like this is going that way. It started to look like YouTube has a solution in mind, and this is it. If it gets better, it's probably going to get only nominally better and very, very slowly.
Another YouTuber tweeted a response to an email that they had sent and said that in order for it to be ad friendly, it needs to be, for the video to be ad friendly, it has to be appropriate for a 5-year-old to view it.
That was actually somebody who had to repeatedly email a few times to stop getting a robot reply.
Right.
And then that was finally the real person reply, and they pasted it on there, and that was literally what it said.
Yeah.
It had to be appropriate for, they typically go, that if it's good for a 5-year-old, then it's good for everybody. It's like, we have to make 5-year-old appropriate content, guys.
Yeah,
I mean,
I know.
we're not like freaking totally inappropriate stuff, but we make jokes here and there that probably aren't always appropriate.
Sure.
And
I mean, who does it?
Yeah, I know.
You know?
It's what we're just being ourselves the way we
not
are
5
around
years
each other.
old.
No, we're not 5 years old. So
Yeah.
we talk like we would talk.
Right,
okay?
yeah.
So we're not like talking. We don't sit down and be like, let's go make a video. Let's talk to some 5-year-olds.
Yeah, be
like that's.
Hi guys.
And we're not going to do that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have fun with it. I would be
God,
like,
no.
what is that? Hey guys,
here.
but we do have to change something about not the actual content that we're posting, like not like the way it's done or anything like that, because of what we said, we're really reliant on streaming and the Patreon. We really can I help you?
He wants to get in like our utility room, where we have like all the Christmas decorations and stuff.
But he can
He's
get
not
behind the
getting in
wall
there.
if he gets
Yeah,
back
I
there,
don't want
so
to get
I'm
up
not
on the
trying
wall
to
and
do
then
that.
walking up in the ceiling.
No, not cool.
Wait, I got to burp. Don't do anything.
Okay. Excuse me.
Oh my God! That sounded like hairy and
Harry?
like wet. Hairy and wet.
Harry?
Claim.
Yeah, there we go. Not
Hey!
appropriate anymore, guys. A 5-year-old shouldn't have heard that
Oh my
joke.
God, right? Or your burp. I think that was more appropriate.
What we decided, guys, we're actually going to put something in practice now that we were already talking about doing, and we just didn't know how we were going to do it yet, which was do more streaming.
And you know, can I be honest? Streaming, I think, has turned into my favorite thing about the channel.
It's been really fun.
you guys-
Most of the inside jokes have been coming from the streaming.
Oh my
I think
gosh.
at this point.
Yeah.
They make their way into
maybe.
all like the other videos and the comments, and everyone's
Right.
like, "What was I talking about?"
Oh my
And they're like,
gosh.
"Well, you weren't on stream."
You guys, like, quick aside, are so freaking funny.
Yeah.
Like, you guys crack. Last stream, I was almost crying when we were talking about Dr. Finger. I
Yeah.
swear to God. And then I was talking about it the next day. I was like, oh my gosh, so and so said this and so said that. So you guys are hilarious, and we really enjoy it. And I like talked to you guys about stuff. And, you know, we
Yeah.
were looking for houses. I was asking your advice.
I mean, it's
You were
literally
giving us
conversational,
advice.
which is nice.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I really, I can't, I'm only speaking for myself. I'm sure you feel the same way, but I love talking to you guys.
Of course.
Because you're amazing and we love you, like our family, our friends, you know? So that's also part of the reason why we're making this video, because we're like, what do we do?
Yeah.
We're stuck.
So now that this has happened, it's like, well, now the ads are crappy. The streams are really more beneficial to the channel and to us, and you guys have been asking for us to do it more. So it's like, hey, why don't we pick now is the time to do it more?
Right.
So we're gonna try streaming every weekend.
Yes, we're gonna try
We're gonna
that
try to do
first.
that.
I know
on-
people do it a lot more.
Yeah.
But it's not in the, I mean, this isn't our full-time
I mean,
job.
every weekend's a lot
So-
for us. We used to do once a month.
Yeah.
And if that,
Yeah.
we were doing like once every other month for a while. Then we did once a
Right.
month, and then we kind of started to do twice a month.
Yeah.
So it's been a natural progression.
Yeah.
And I
that's a
think
good
we
point.
want to do once a week now. And I'm not exactly sure when we're going to start that schedule because we are moving.
Right.
So there's a lot of stuff going on right now. And everything's a whirlwind. We got to pack stuff up.
Oh my God.
So a lot of those weekends are going to be really important for us to do that right
Yeah.
now. So we may not get started with this until after we move.
Right.
In the new setup, which we're really excited to show you because we got all sorts of plans for the way that's going to go.
So that would be like October?
Yes, that would be October. We're going to stream before then.
Oh gosh, yeah.
So like we just,
completely,
I just
yeah.
started about specifically streaming
week.
every week, starting that new schedule. We'll probably still try to do
got
twice
it.
a month until then.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
we're not going to slow down,
Right.
but we might be a second before we speed up more.
That work?
Ears ringing, hold on. Bam, bam, bam! Christ.
Also, what's been especially difficult about all of this is kind of the YouTube climate is shifting a little bit as far as content goes. Like, there's a lot of, right now we're in like the age of the vlog. I know we don't want to go down that route, so you don't
Yeah.
have to worry about that. But we might vary up our content a little bit. Like you've seen, we have this BS on the internet that's going over real well. We're still going to be primarily gaming content. So if you see some different things bouncing on the channel, you know, if we're trying different hats on or whatever, that's why that's happening.
We can tell you exactly what we're doing. We're following the views, is what we're doing. Because it's what the views tell us is that you want to watch this thing.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
like the
Yeah, that's
videos that get the most views, we're like, oh,
That
people,
works.
People want to see that.
Yeah.
So let's give people what they want to see, because what we're constantly doing all the time is trying to find that Venn diagram crossover between what we want to do and what you guys want to see.
Yeah, yeah.
Because we don't want to do what you guys don't want to see. That's not fun for anybody.
Right.
And then we don't want to do what you guys want that we don't want to do.
Yeah, that we're not interested in,
Because
yeah.
we're not going to make a good video about something we're not interested in. So
Right.
it's like, I know you guys ask for some stuff that we're just not into, so we just don't do it.
Right. And like, you know what? Were you done with that thought, dear? I'm so sorry.
Well, I'm probably going to say what you were going to say, which is that the crossover is quite large.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like
you're correct.
like there's not that much stuff that we want to do that you guys don't want, and vice versa.
Right.
So we
But
have
the-
a lot of stuff to pick from.
Right, but the requests are everywhere. Like
Yeah,
some
they're
of you,
everywhere.
Some of you want us to do a 20-part series on a 20-year-old game.
Yeah.
And some of you want us to do a try not to laugh challenge.
Yeah.
And then some of you guys want, MKX, and some
Yeah.
of you guys want all reaction videos. So it's hard for us to piece together what really
We want to
works.
please everybody.
Yeah, of course we do.
I know
Of
we
course
can't
we
please
do.
everybody, but we want to please
Yeah,
everybody.
and really the best way for us to do that is to look at the views.
Yeah.
So, we'll go like it, and it's heartbreaking sometimes when we have an idea and we're like, oh, let's try it, and we put it out and it just tanks.
No one likes it.
And nobody
But
likes
we don't
it,
keep
and
doing
the
it.
comments are crap.
we
Yeah,
don't keep doing it.
And we don't do it.
We have to care
Yeah.
if it's getting watched or not. It's just something that we have to factor into
Yeah.
that decision
Yeah,
that
yeah.
gets there. And we're just being as transparent as we can with you guys.
Yeah.
We're not going to sit behind here in a camera and be like, the money doesn't mean anything. We're
Yeah.
not going to say that because it's not true.
Right.
It's just not everything.
Right,
It's totally not everything. But
Yeah.
we just want to let you guys know what we're thinking, because I'm sure you've already noticed there has been some changes to the content, and it's man, like I've seen some people tweeting about this stuff. Like John Wolf was just tweeting about how much he can't really do long Let's Plays anymore.
No.
Because that, as in the nature of long Let's Plays, those first couple of videos get a lot of views,
Oh,
and then
amazing.
it tapers off. That's
Yeah.
the way it goes, and we know that. But the problem is that with the way the YouTube algorithm seems to be favoring certain videos, that if there's a taper off in the views, you get worse search results, you get worse mentions, you don't get into a good position.
Right.
So it's like, man, you got to do something that pleases their algorithm that's always changing. You never know what's going on because they don't communicate anything to anybody.
Yeah.
They just feel like they turn a switch and be like, now figure it out. It's like it's a game.
Yeah, it's a formula that you really have to figure out, and then we think, okay, well, let's just have really long episodes. Let's do Ori in 2-hour blocks, say, and make it 5 episodes. Maybe that'll work. And then say that works, and then we're exhausted.
Yeah, we
And
don't have the time
We
to
don't
do
have
that.
the time to do anything, and we're
Yeah.
working off 3 hours of sleep, and because we played a whole game in 3 days. It's hard. And I mean, we're doing it. We love it. We just want to make everybody happy, and it's impossible, and we care so much about each and every one of you, and it hurts that we can't make everybody happy.
Yeah.
While still trying to live off of what money we're lucky enough to get from doing this.
Yeah. The whole point of this is that, if he feels like things have been changing a little bit on the channel, it's because they have. It's just all about prioritizing.
Yeah.
We have to make sure that we are concentrating on things that we feel like is worth it for us, is worth it for you.
Right.
And if we don't feel like it's not worth it to one of us, we're just gonna skip it.
Yeah.
Basically.
Okay, so because we've talked for like 4 hours already and we've got to edit this down to a palatable video, in summary, 1, we're confused. 2, YouTube is confusing. 3,
Which is why C number 1.
yes, we're gonna confuse you probably if we haven't already.
Yeah.
And 4, thank you
Yes.
for everything you're doing.
Thank you,
because
guys.
We really do adore each and every one of you, and we've gotten to know some of you who have been with us for a long time, and some of you are brand new and just so nice. Everybody is so freaking nice. Like, really, it's so amazing to feel like so many people have your back, and we legit enjoy your company.
Yeah.
Like, what?
Yeah,
you know,
we really
that's
do.
mind-blowing.
Really do.
Like, you guys are our friends. We talk to you, and you guys are so funny on Twitter.
Yeah, a lot of you I
and
talk to every
all
day on
that.
Twitter.
Yeah,
you know?
like, we really are just bananas about all of you. So thank you for giving us the opportunity to even be in a position where we have to worry about something like this.
Yeah,
like,
that's absolutely true.
I feel unbelievably lucky, and so many other YouTubers are going through similar things, and some people
in even worse situations, because some people
are
100%
really
count
hurting.
on it.
Some people are full time.
Yeah,
a lot
some
of
people don't do
full-time.
anything but this, and that's like taking a
horrifying.
massive pay cut.
Oh, I
That
can't
is
even imagine.
scary. We fortunately have somewhat of a safety net,
Yeah.
you know, in place.
But we're moving, so that's going
Yeah,
away.
so that's gone.
Right, it's going with the
but
wind.
yeah, some people just count on this, even more than we do.
Oh, God,
and,
yeah.
and they're hurting right now, guys.
So bad. Yeah, some of them are really worried, and rightly so.
There's one other thing I wanted to talk about too.
What's that?
Even with the streaming, guys, because it's some of you are very, very generous on there, and it really helps us
Yeah.
out tremendously.
All of you, yeah.
If for those of you that don't know, for most of what you guys donate to us is through Super Chat, either on the Patreon or Super Chat.
Oh, I know what you're gonna say.
And Super Chat, when you give us $1, we get 70 cents of it.
They take 30%.
They take 30% of everything. So it's like, that's a lot, guys. That's almost a
Yeah.
third.
Yeah.
You know, that sucks,
Yeah,
and
it
I
does.
think that's worse in the industry.
Yeah.
There's several streaming sites, and I think
Hurts.
that is the worst penalty for all of them, because you obviously have to take some of it,
Sure,
because they
sure.
have to pay for their service.
30%.
But 30%'s a lot, and they already take
30.
50% or 45%, I think, of ad revenue.
Yeah.
So it's like, man, at the end of the day, I mean, that's how they make their money. I get it, but man, as creators, that really adds up, and the 45%, which is something that that YouTube had to take that, but like when they got to 30% for super chats, because the donations they had before that, the fan funding,
Yeah.
I think it was only like 10%. Oh my God. So they slashed it by a huge amount. It was
Yeah.
something like that. It might not be the exact amount, but man, it sucks.
Yeah, it
so
hurts.
there's
It
been some
hurts.
people that have mentioned
For your
to us.
sake, it
Yeah.
hurts.
Yeah, I wouldn't
if
want
I was
that.
donating, $10 or $1 to know that 30
I
cents
want that
of
to
that
go to
was
the
going,
person that was
I would
donating
want that
it
to
to.
go to the
Yeah.
to the creator.
I mean, I of
for
course
sure.
wouldn't mind if some of it went to the service because they make it possible. But
Yeah.
but man, I mean, you want most of that to go to the person
Yep.
that you support,
Yeah.
and that's why Patreon's wonderful.
Yeah.
But honestly,
Thank you,
a lot of
guys.
people have been suggesting and talking about Twitch.
Right.
And there's been a lot of YouTubers that are pretty much piecing out and
Yeah,
go
they're
straight
like,
to Twitch.
"Bye."
They're like,
Yeah.
never mind. Or
Yeah.
there's some that are going like primarily to Twitch and just using YouTube a little bit to supplement it.
Right.
We're not talking about any of that, but we are considering moving our streaming platform to Twitch because there's more for it for us and there's more for it for you, because then we can offer perks to subscribers like custom emojis,
cool.
subscriber chat, so that if you're
Yeah.
in chat and there's some trolls in there, you can just bump into a whole different chat window that only has people who've
wow.
subscribed.
That's awesome.
So you get people that you know are into it, kind of like the Discord server.
Sure.
And it's and I don't know, there's a lot of people are familiar with watching streamers on Twitch more than YouTube also. So we're thinking about it. Really curious what you guys think about that. So I'd really like to see in the comments if you can tell us if you really want us to stay on YouTube or if you're okay with us trying out this Twitch thing and seeing what happens.
Yeah.
You know, way back in the day we were doing Twitch, but that was before
Yeah.
YouTube had any streaming at all.
Right. That's
So
true. That's
we
true.
went right to YouTube to see if they launched YouTube Gaming. But now it might be time to go to Twitch. It's sounding like YouTube is doing way too much to chase people away right now,
are, yeah.
and it sucks. And whereas our home is always going to be YouTube, we're thinking it may be appropriate time to try some of this other stuff out.
Yeah.
So in this whole top to bottom, we talked about a lot of stuff here.
Yes.
And I'm curious as to your thoughts on all of it.
Yes,
Every
please.
little bit of it. Anything in this video that you think like, I don't know about that, or like, yeah, I totally can get into
Yeah.
that. Put it in the comments and let us know. I really want to hear feedback on this. I really want to hear you. We want to talk to you guys and have a conversation
Yes,
about
because we don't know what we're doing.
this. We don't know what we're doing.
We don't know.
Nobody does right now.
No.
The whole network, everyone's
No,
like on
they don't.
Twitter, like
Everybody's like,
panicking.
yeah,
Like, what the,
everybody's like,
wait,
what do we
and
do?
There's another thing we didn't mention. When we were talking about when we've been marking things non-ad friendly or only half ad friendly, whenever partially ad friendly.
Yeah.
Somebody did an experiment on and posted a video. The name of it was Zero.
Yeah.
It was a black screen and there was no audio and no description. And that was flagged as not completely ad friendly.
Yeah.
So that was like, if you ever needed more evidence that they start from that as a default state before if they just to make sure, like they assume
Yeah.
you're not ad friendly first,
Yeah.
and you have to convince them that you are. And it takes days to do that. It's freaking crazy.
So put it all in the comments. Let us know your thoughts. We are so grateful.
You can't tell we've
to
been
all
thinking
of
about
you.
this a lot.
I know. We just needed to. We were like, we sat down like, what are we gonna say? And we were like, we just need to dump it all out because we just
knew we wanted to
we're at a
involve you
loss.
above all else.
Yeah,
we didn't know
yeah.
anything else. We just knew we wanted to involve you guys.
So please let us know what you think. Or do you know of other YouTubers that are having the same problem? Maybe.
Are you another YouTuber having the same problem?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
All right, guys. Well, if you like this video,
Yeah.
please support us on Patreon. Click like, share, and subscribe. And we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks. Bye.
Bye.
Point to the president of the World Wrestling Federation.